Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We back again, man. And it's time for the Tuesday banger. It's time for the Tuesday banger, y'all. That's a lot. It's time for the Tuesday banger, and I got one. That's a lot. Y'all already know the count, man. But like I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content, making sure everybody has something to watch while they're at work. I have no problem dropping this content, making sure the truck drivers are straight while they're on the road. I have no problem warning y'all about how dangerous prison is. I have no problem doing it, y'all. I just need y'all to do one thing. Just stay out the way. That's it, man. Stay out the way and live your life as a free man. Why would you want to go in prison and have someone tell you what to do, where to sleep, when to wake up, what to wear, what to eat, when you can see your peoples? Why would you want to trade your freedom for that? We staying out the way, man, because we outside this summer and we're going to enjoy the summer. We're not going to be in the jail this summer. We're going to enjoy the good weather of the summer. That's what we're going to do. We're going to vacation, chill with our family, have cookouts, and enjoy our life. Everything is gone when you go in there. You're not going to be able to do these things, man. So it's not worth trading it in. Just become a regular person. Right now, if you're getting in trouble and you're thinking about chilling and trying to get out the game and I need to do this and do that, you've been telling yourself for months and years, right now is the time you tell yourself you done cold turkey. Because being a regular dude, I don't care if you mopping floors, you winning. You don't have to impress nobody out there by trying to hustle and get more money and better cars and better this and better that. Because when you get locked up for risking your life and doing this stuff, everybody that you was trying to impress ain't going to care about you no more. They're not even going to worry about looking at your IG, worrying about what you was doing or what you was doing in the club. That's going to be a wrap because you're gone. So just stay out the way. That's all I tell y'all, man. But with that being said, y'all already know, man, it's the Tuesday banger, man. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one, man. Like, share, and subscribe to this one. Y'all, let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called Predator Training. Crazy story right here, y'all. Crazy story, man. But what y'all have to understand, man, like I always tell the people, these stories are necessary. You know what I mean? They're necessary. At first, I didn't want to do these stories because those people were the worst people when I was in jail that I had to witness stuff from. Those were the predators, were the worst people. But these videos are needed for a lot of reasons, man. Like, there's a lot of people that come in there that don't know about how things are going on in there. There's a lot of people out on the streets that's risking themselves, throwing away their freedom to go in prison and don't know nothing about how prison is ran, man. I didn't know how prison was going on when I went in there, but at the same time, I was somebody that adapted fast. I was blessed. Everybody's not blessed, man. There's a lot of people that go in there green and they don't know what's going on, man. Then you have predators, man. You have dudes just waiting on you, man, just to find a weakness and then they strike. That's what they do, man. So I seen it go down a lot in there, y'all. So with that being said, man, we are on Sussex 2 for this story right here, y'all. We are on Sussex 2, man. And I can remember being in 4 building, man. 4C pod on this one right here, y'all. I can remember being in 4C pod, man. And while I was in that pod, it was a lot of different people. Like this is probably, now this isn't my second time in there. I was in 4D twice. This is my first time in there. So this when that happened. But it was just so many different people going in and out that pod. This was around the time when they just started coming doing like the new investigator dude that started doing dirty urines like crazy. Sussex wasn't used to being able to go through a lot of dirty urine tests and all that. Like that wasn't going on at all in the beginning. But when it started coming, man, he would come and kind of pee the whole pod. He will give tests to the whole pod. If not the whole pod, it'll be the top tier. If it don't be the top tier or the bottom tier, it'll be at least 12 people or something like that. Either way, when he come through and get you for the urine test, man, it never was a good look because everybody's up there doing their thing, man. Everybody's up there in La La Land, man. Y'all know the count. So I can remember when I first got there, like I got to the pod. When I got to the pod, they told me that it was a dude in there getting on with the smoke. After he got on with the smoke, this investigator found out he was in there. He got towed off. After he got towed off, they came and did a urine sample on him and all his homeboys from Richmond. Now, after they was gone, that's who cell I went in. I went in their cells. It was 3 dudes. Now, after they was gone, the investigator doubled back on my second day in there and gave the whole bottom tier where dudes slept at a urine sample. Man, I'll say out the whole bottom tier, y'all, it was probably about, I'll say at least about 8 people that went down for dirty urines, man. So we had a lot of space in our pod at this time right here. So when I'm in there, I'm in cell 33, which is next to 34 when I got in there. But I didn't like that cell because it's kind of all the way in the back. It's good, but it's like you just can't, your view of things is only the back door if they rush you through the back door. So I didn't really like that cell. So they had cell 27 open because a lot of dudes, a dude went down from there and he moved from the bottom tier. So he wanted to go, the dude from 27 after they went to the hole, he moved to the bottom tier. So his whole cell was open. So I'm like, I'm trying to move. So I end up moving in cell 27. When I got in there, I got my homeboy moved in the cell with me. So me and bro just started bidding. Like we was in there, like just in 4C, just cooling. You know what I mean? I'm not getting the package at this time. I'm not getting no money this time, but I'm just in the pod. You know what I mean? I'm doing a lot of gambling and I'm observing a lot of things, man. And from what I can see that's in the pod, I already spotted a couple predators. Man. It was one dude that was in there. He was an ultimate predator. He was a dude that was in there. He didn't care about what nobody thought about what he was doing. He was one of those predators, man. And he was in there, but he didn't last long. He ended up leaving. So as he left, they started bringing dudes into our pod, into 4C. You would start seeing new dudes everywhere because there's a lot of space. And that's how it is when you're in prison and you have space in your pod. They'll just start bringing in dudes from everywhere to your pod. And they say your pod flipped. Like it'll be like a pod that look like this for a while. And then dudes will be like, yo, that pod done flipped because there's an old batch of new people in there. So that's how 4C was. Everybody was new, including me. So I can remember, man, they brought some dudes in. You know what I mean? Now, it was already some dudes in there. I noticed it was like a good amount of dudes from Danville in there. You know what I mean? Like that was my first time seeing that. When I say a good amount of dudes, I used to see 3 little young boys slightly. Like they probably was like, if I was probably like 24 now, like they was like 22 or something like that. They was hanging together and they were from Danville. Now, I used to always see them work out. They used to do their little thing, you know what I mean? Mind their business. They never try to like push nothing on nobody. Like they just stayed quiet, stayed with each other and stayed out the way. They definitely wasn't in no gang, which was a good thing. So as they start moving dudes in the pod, I see one dude they moved in the pod. His name, we're going to call this man Cedric, man. We're going to call this man Cedric, man. That's what we're going to call this man. But they moved a guy named Cedric in the pod. Now, when he moved in the pod, I can remember before he even moved in the pod, I can remember being in the hole. And when I was in the hole, I can remember we went outside one day. And when you outside, it's like your whole pod, some of the other pods from the hole, but we in dog cages. So that's when dudes find time to talk to everybody. So if a dude got to talk to somebody way down at that gate, you can hear all the business and vice versa. That's just how it is. So I'm hearing the Bloods. It was some Bloods in the hole. And they had gotten a big argument with the dude Cedric. Now, Cedric was different. Cedric was a dude that I saw was slightly. The reason why I say he was different because he was older slightly. Like he was one of the first dudes that I seen that was a Blood that was like, you know what I mean, already like 40. You know what I mean? Did he look old? No, he didn't look old, but you definitely knew he wasn't 20 or 30, but he didn't look old, but he was 40. That was the word. And I could see that he was about that age. But at the same time, he used to be a Blood at his other camp. I never knew what camp they was at. I just used to hear them yelling through the gate. But what they said was he got kicked out the car for some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Now, for what dudes was saying back there, they were saying that OG got tore off, man, in the cell with a boy. You know what I mean? That's what they were saying. They say he got tore off in the cell with a boy. That was the word. So once the Blood members found out that happened, like they immediately kicked him out the car. Did he get repercussions by getting beat up or stuff like that? I don't know. But all I know is when he was back there in the hole, we was in the dog cages and he was yelling down to another Blood and the Blood yelling at him. They was basically telling him like, it's a no-go. Don't come on this compound with that, da-da-da-da. They done heard what happened. And he was like, he understood. He was all good with it. And that's what was made him different and crazy because like, he was like, when they was taught, he's like a little bit over here from me on the gate, but he's basically like, yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, it's a true story. He used to talk like that. Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, it's a true story. But you know, shit. But you know, I gotta do my time. Man. I gotta do my time. So like the Bloods just basically disowned him. You know what I mean? But this man didn't care about getting booted out the car. Now that was a little different and strange to me right there. So that's where I knew Cedric from. I didn't know him, but that's where I saw him from that incident right there. So now that we're in the pod, they bring him to our pod. So Cedric comes to our pod. When he come down our pod, he immediately start kicking it with the Danville dudes. That's when I found out that he was from Danville. You know what I mean? So he's kicking it with them. He around them. You know what I mean? He kicking it with them. Now, I told you I was already 3 dudes. You know what I mean? But like the 3 dudes, I'm not going to say they like green. I'm not going to give them green category. You know what I mean? I could, because like what they was doing through this story was nuts. But at the same time, like, they just was somebody like, I felt like they just was really strictly home team. Like, you got to understand, like a small town like Danville, even if it ain't that small, but like, I'm Tidewater and Richmond are like the big cities and stuff. So like somewhere like Danville is a little smaller. Like, a lot of those guys gonna definitely hang around each other, because that's they really are all they know. Like, they in the concrete jungle. So if you got somebody from your hometown that you know already, they definitely gonna hang. So that's how the 3 dudes used to do. Now, when Cedric came in the pod, like, I see they embracing him crazy. You know what I mean? I see him there and they super embraced him, man. Like, they was happy that he was there. You know what I mean? Everything. So Cedric is in his rarest form. Like, he's not even thinking that, you know what I mean? Because I got kicked out the Bloods. This Bloods in the pod. But like, he's not even thinking that because I got kicked out the Bloods, like I gotta worry about it. Nah, Cedric wasn't worrying about that. Cedric kind of like a little weight to him. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, he wasn't no little dude. Like, he was somebody that you could tell his whole beard. He did push-ups and pull-ups and stuff like that. Now, he wasn't super diesel like this, but like he still was like muscular. You know what I mean? Pause. But at the same time, like, I know for a fact he wasn't worrying about no Bloods messing with him at the time. You know what I mean? And now he got a little backup. Now, I don't know what the little young boys from Danville can do. I didn't know their resume or what they done before they came to the pod and I met them. But at the same time, Cedric is walking around like he don't even care that he got kicked out the Bloods, y'all. So boom. So now that he's rolling with the other dudes now, it's look like Cedric now is kind of like, you can tell kind of like who's in charge. Not really who's in charge, but you can tell who has the most say. I'm gonna say that because Cedric was on it like he was basically like moving around, and when he moved, they will move. When he work out, they will work out. When he eat, they will eat. They will do everything together. But you could tell Cedric was the main guy of the crew. So that can happen anyway, y'all, because Cedric was older than them. So they probably knew him for being older. They probably looked at it like, okay, he messed around on the other camp. So what? Some people look at stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's just your preference to do. But Cedric was in charge, long story short. You know what I mean? I can remember one time, though, like, it was crazy because my roommate had got some smoke. You know what I mean? My roommate had the smoke, but he told me he wanted to sell it. My roommate would go to the VI every blue moon and come back with something that his mom will bring him, which would be not a lot of stuff, but like a dub bag of weed. You know what I mean? Some good weed. He'll come back with something like that, one balloon, like something like that. His mom wasn't getting outrageous and coming through every time. No, but she'll make sure when she comes see her son every other month, something like that, she'll make sure he got something for him. And that was love. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of people might look down on that like that's crazy, that was love from his mom. But my roommate get to smoke. He was so paranoid about doing it because the weed was so good. I promise y'all, we smoked the J at lockdown. I was lit. This was some good mid right here, yo. Reggie, whatever y'all want to call it. This was some good mid, Reggie, man. So we super dumb high. You know what I mean? So we in the room talking. He like, yo, Weezy, man, look, man, sell the junk for me. Sell us a couple J's, get us some food and hygiene, da, 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 da. You know what I mean? He's like, I ain't selling a lot, but I got 10 J's for sale. That's it. You know what I mean? He's like, you sell them. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, bet. So I'll take care of it. You know what I mean? So I take the smoke from him. I go down the steps. I'm in the pod. I let a couple dudes know. Our door opened up and count cleared. Everybody was like, you can smell the incense, but it was definitely ganja in the pod. So we didn't have no weight for sale. So like dudes coming up, white dudes, hey, what? I got J's, bro. That's it. I got 10 of them. What you gonna do? So dudes bought a couple of them. I look up. I see Cedric coming towards my way. The whole time talking to the white dude right here, I look. Cedric is like by the water fountain on the wall with the 3 Danville dudes, and they look in my direction. They all standing like this. They ain't looking like they trying to rob me or nothing, but you can tell like that's how it be when dudes got stuff in the pod. Dudes will wait their turn to talk to the person who got the drugs. Like I might be talking to this person, and you wait, hey, me holler at you, then you go shoot your shot or whatever the case is. So they standing right there looking at me, so I see him. But the person that pushed was Cedric. He come walking towards me, y'all. He was like, hey, you got some weed for sale? I was like, the whole time looking at him, y'all, I'm like, I promise y'all, that man looked at me like, but the whole, the sound is in my head, but the predator alarm has went off on this guy right here. But like I say, he had a reputation of messing with boys, but this to be a predator is different. So when I hear it go off, I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, I'm just trying to see if I could buy some. What you take? You take cigarettes or food? I'm like, cigarettes, food, whatever. He was like, all right, I'll be back. As soon as he spun and turned around, that John was like, I peeled off. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yo. I'm like, that's crazy. But like, I don't put nothing past them. Like, dudes are so sneaky. Like, you got to be sneaky if you infiltrate the Bloods and you like to shake, rattle, and roll. Like, you got to be a sneaky person any dang on way. So like, I wasn't surprised, but I still was worried at the same time because I see you hanging with these little young boys. Now, I'm not thinking the worst, but I'm just still like, when I get alerted to the predator radar detector, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. This is my word. As I'm standing right there, next thing you know, he come back with the cigarettes and start. That John like, that John got louder. I was like, oh, made a transaction with him. He bought 2 J's. All right, yeah, no kicking for him. I dip, y'all. I go back to the room. My homeboy in there lit. My roommate super high. He didn't even come out. And man, in the room, I come back, put the stuff up at cell break. I'm like, yo, man. I said, yo, that dude that just moved in and be with them young boys. He was like, who? You talking about the older dude? I'm like, yeah. I was like, man, he just pulled up on me and bought some smoke, man. I was like, man, I got a bad sign from bro, man. He was like, what kind of sign? I was like, man, I don't know, bro. Like, it's hard to explain. I just don't trust bro, man. Like, he looked kind of crazy, man. He was like, man, you know what they say? What happened? Why he got kicked out the Bloods? I was like, yeah, I was in the hole when they argued. So we get to talk about that. So he was like, yo. So he go to the door and look. He like, man, he do look creepy, man. He was like, man, he do look like a creep in the face, man. Like, Cedric was like a kind of a, like I said, he wasn't Diesel, but like he was a brown skinned dude. And he was the only one, like he didn't have a beard under here or nothing like that. He had like some sideburns coming down like this skinny, like kind of long. And then he had the mustache that kind of like, you know what I mean? It looked weird. His edge up was weird. It was like a mustache long, and then the sideburns were long, and like he didn't have no chin hair, which a lot of people didn't. But a lot of people got profiles, which makes you can grow a beard. It's called a profile on Sussex. So like dudes wasn't really doing naked face like that. Is basically what I'm saying. Like, and his chin was naked, pause, and he had just looked crazy to me, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. So we just sitting there talking about the junk, like, yo, dude, wow. So like, it's nothing we can do regardless. Like, we in prison, we see this all the time. But when we get alerted to maniac stuff, we just be on point. We conversate about it, y'all. So boom. I sold all the J's, you know what I mean? I went on, we smoked the rest. We kept some. That joint lasted us about Monday, Tuesday from the weekend. You know what I mean? We was smoking every night we could. So me and my roommate just chilled. So the whole time, you know what I mean? Now, I meant to rewind the tape. I got to rewind the tape because after I sold Cedric the smoke, like later on that day, we went to dinner. You know what I mean? When we go to dinner, that was like my first time. I never really seen the young boys smoke weed. Like, they were so quiet in the block. Like I say, before I got in there, the Richmond dudes was getting on. So I don't know if they got the weed from the Richmond dudes, but I know it was other people in there that would get weed from time to time. I never seen them buy that. I never seen them smoke, coming out high. I never seen them do nothing but sit at the table, work out together, kick it with each other, eat with each other. That's all I used to see the young boys do. Now, since Cedric done came and bought the weed, now we go to dinner. I'm looking at the young boys. The young boys dumb high because I know the weed good. So he ain't getting up with 2 J's. So they probably just smoked the 2 J's right then and there. You know what I mean? But when they go to dinner, the young boys high, they laughing, giggling, joking. They on the street talking about stuff and Danville. They on the land and they kicking it. So we see all that. I see them. You know what I mean? I see them. I'm like, damn, I ain't paying no mind, but I saw them. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, the young boys dumb high. I look at Cedric. Cedric kind of, we waiting in line to go into the chow hall. He like this. He standing. He like. He the only one that ain't looking high. He looking serious. He like, I'm looking at him like, man, it's crazy, man. Like, but you know, you never really know dudes' real intentions, man, when it comes to this predator stuff, man. Like, you just get signals about it and you end up witnessing the madness. That's just how I go. But with Cedric, like, he wasn't showing no craziness, you know what I mean? The only thing he was really doing was embracing these youngsters, you know what I mean? But the whole time I knew, kind of like after I got alerted with my predator radar detector, I knew that Cedric wasn't right for the youngsters. But I can't go tell the youngsters to cut their unk off from out their way. They OG from Danville. I can't tell them to do that. This is their life. These are young dudes. Yeah, they were young, but they're up to age. Like, they got 3 people. If y'all notice, it's 3 people that hang together, that hang with the predator. They're choosing to hang with the predator. Do they know he's a predator? They probably don't know he's a predator at the time. But goddamn it, he's a predator, y'all. So boom. Goddamn. Cedric done turned it up a little bit now. Now it's summertime. Cedric out that junk. this is what he was doing. He'll take them outside. They'll work out outside. When they come back in the pod before dinner, and we go out at 2 o'clock rec, they'll come back in the pod. He'll have them all back there in the back with their shirts off. Everybody back there working out. Cedric getting them right. He getting them right, all right. But they back there working out. They working out crazy. They working out. Everybody working out with their shirts off. Y'all the young boys. Everybody trying to get right. Now, he probably was trying to improve their muscles. You know what I mean? I hope he was, man. But like, I'm just seeing the structure of the workout. You know what I mean? Cedric go down and do his stuff first. And then them three will drop and do it right behind him. So he catching his breath while all them catching their breath. It ain't like one going one by one. Like I used to work out with 3 of my homeboys. I'll do push-ups, he'll do push-ups, then he'll do push-ups. We'll go back to back like that. Nah, Cedric was doing his. He'll stand up. He'll just be watching them like this. And they right there doing their push-ups. 50 pieces. They get up. Cedric go down. They snapping out, man. I'm like, damn. So it kind of looked like, you know what I mean? It was wild. It was like wild to a lot of people. But nobody really knew except the Bloods kind of like Cedric business. Now, I don't even know the young boys knew his business. So it was a couple blood dudes in the pod through all this, man. And like I told y'all, like around this time, like when gangs hit Virginia, like it wasn't a lot of things for gang members to beef. It wasn't a lot of people for them to beef with. You know what I mean? Like I say, they from a city, so they hang with their city and they're in the gang. So the Crips wasn't majorly big. Now, if a Crip was in there, they definitely gonna beef with the Crip at this time. But there's no Crips. So the only person I felt like they probably had a problem with was Cedric. Now, like I say, they gotta be cautious of messing with Cedric because Cedric ain't no little dude. But Cedric the whole time, I told y'all, he was acting like he wasn't even fronting that he got kicked out the Bloods. He acted like he wasn't even tripping. So it was a blood dude that was in there. And I ain't gonna say his name, but it was a blood dude that was in there. And I can remember they talked to Cedric. Like they hollered at him, like, cause I guess the dude didn't know what was going on. One of the main blood dudes that was in my block. So when he came in the block, you see him talking to Cedric. You know what I mean? You see him talking to him, they talking. You know what I mean? And then he just couldn't believe like how he turned his back on blood. That's basically what dude was saying. Like, yo, like, how you turn, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude got so passionate about it and mad about it. Like, he was loud in his conversation about it. Like, he was loud. He was super loud with the junk. So, they were like, yo, you know what I mean? So, they kind of get to arguing. Him and Cedric get to arguing. I see it. I can see Cedric getting mad. And Cedric just said, man, it's my life, son. Like, he went to New York on it. I don't know where the hell the son came from. That's what he said. This is my life, son. Yeah, I can do what I want with my life. This is my life. This is my life. I was banging when you was in diapers. I was banging when you was in diapers. I used to live in Memphis. I was banging when you was in diapers. I don't know what the hell you talk about. I was banging when you was in diapers. If I don't want to be in it no more, I don't want to be in that shit no more. As he talking, you just see his 3 little young boys kind of getting closer to the junk. So it's only him and the blood dude right there talking, but the 3 dudes kind of got closer to him like they protecting him. You know what I mean? They right there. And Cedric just snapping. So the blood dude like, so they get to arguing. Blood dudes come over there. Blood dude is in our party. Pulled up on the one blood dude that was snapping and was like, yo, why the hell is you arguing with this foo-foo ass nigga? When he said that, man, this is my word, man. The nigga got down Cedric snap. Man, that nigga snap. He charged the blood dude. When he charged the blood dude, man, this is my word. The young boy, one of the young boys that he deal with, the young boys that he be with, young boy grabbed him. Grabbed him. Cedric was like, young boy was on his back. Cedric was like, he trying to get the dude like, let him go. Let that nigga go. Let that nigga go. What the hell is wrong with you, nigga? You gay as hell, nigga. Hell is wrong with you, nigga? You ain't here with these niggas. He told them young boys, he said, y'all niggas don't know what he did. Y'all don't know what he did. Yeah, y'all think this y'all OG. This nigga ain't no motherfucking OG. This nigga ain't no motherfucking OG. This nigga got caught in a cell with a goddamn boy. That's what the hell happened to this nigga. So you see the young boys like they looking like they shocked, but they like, damn. So the other young boy still holding him. He like, man, y'all niggas, fuck y'all niggas. I don't go fuck. We can fight. He blacking out, dude, like blood nigga, like, man, we ain't fighting your foo-foo. He grabs his homeboy like, man, stop arguing with this nigga, man. This nigga ain't trying to do shit, man. So goddamn young boy grabbed him. He take goddamn Cedric over to the corner. He like, look, man, if you get in this shit, man, we gonna all get in this shit. You can read his lips when he telling goddamn Cedric, if you get into something, we all gonna get into something, man. Come on, man. Don't do that shit, man. You gonna have us fighting all the bloods on the compound. We trying to do our little time and carry our ass home. That's what the hell we trying to do. He got 4 years. I got 5 years. And he got 6 years, man. We all trying to leave, man. What the hell you doing, OG? He like, man, look, man. Don't you ever do that shit again, man. Don't you ever fucking grab me when I'm trying to attack somebody, man. He was like, man, I was trying to stop you from getting in shit, man. He was like, don't you ever fucking do that shit again, man. You fucking heard me, man. And he snapped, and nigga went in his jump. Went in his cell, open my door. And nigga went in his cell, dipped. I was like, God damn, like, man, this nigga a fucking psychopath, y'all. So boom. Another day rolled by. Not a long time, but like at least a day and a half, 2 days or something like that. But I can remember being in the block now, and it's like, I guess the dudes from Danville like kind of like dismissed the rumor or dismissed what they heard and kind of like forgave Cedric for what he, you know what I mean, what he got caught from another compound. So like, I guess they ain't tripping. So they rocking with him, you know what I mean? They cool, they still rocking with dude like it's all love and cool, everything like that. Next thing you know, it's one of the ones out of all the three it's like one kind of short chubby one, and it was kind of tall brown skin one and like a shorter brown skin one. They all were brown skin, but the youngest one that looked like he was the youngest, the kind of chubby one, you know what I mean? Like he was doing things kind of like, you know what I mean? Like after they heard that from the gang members, it's like, I guess the other Danville niggas on the compound started telling them like, yo, dude crazy, like dude gay, man, like yeah, he from out the way, but goddamn, man, that nigga got down like the slave. Yeah, he from out the way, but that nigga like to slay, goddamn it. He be slaying them, goddamn it. So what y'all over there doing? So I don't know what had happened, but my roommate ended up getting some more smoke. He ended up getting some more smoke. This time he sold it himself because it never was a lot. Every time my roommate gets something, it's never a lot. His mom popped up on one again, brought him a little bit more smoke. This time he sold it. He come back in the room. He said, yo, bro, the little chubby nigga, the little Danville nigga, yeah, he trying to buy some smoke. He said, man, guess what this nigga tell me? I was like, what? He was like, man, God damn, he was like, man, shit crazy. He said, everybody telling him goddamn that the nigga Cedric got da. So he was like, man, look. He said, man, dude told him like, man, dude be teaching us a lot, man. Like, I ain't cutting him off. So he said, goddamn, as he saying that, I was like, hold on, how y'all get on that conversation, bro? He was like, cuz. He was like, I ain't gonna lie. He was like, dude pulled up, told me trying to get some weed on tick to store that. So he was like, he gonna pay, if he don't got it, he gonna get it from Cedric type shit. So he was like, God damn, bro, like, why you dealing with dude? So my roommate went in about it. He was like, dude was like, yo, man, like Cedric be teaching us shit, bro. Like, he's showing us, like, how to fight. He's showing us how to get our body right. He's showing us all type of things. So he took up for him. They took up for him after hearing that conversation. I don't know what the other two dudes thinking, but the short young boy taking up for him. So my roommate come back in kind of blown off that shit, like, yo, bro, wildin', you know what I mean? He was like, I ain't even selling no bud. He said, guess what he did? He said he went to Cedric sale and got the money. You know what I mean? I was like, that's wild right there, man. So the young boys kind of like, they not listening to nobody, and kind of like, that's how it always is in prison. Like, you don't believe shit stinks until it's really in your damn face. You know what I mean? Then you gonna believe it stinks. Like, sometimes that's just how it is, man. Like, that's just how dudes get locked up. Dudes will throw rocks all day at the damn penitentiary, and then when you get locked up, you wondering what the hell you did wrong and all this other shit. But that's just how I go in there when it comes to dudes not believing dudes are real deal predators. Now, the whole time Cedric has been in the block, he hasn't been preying on nobody like that. He just been sticking to his little crew. Now, the whole time he be sticking to his crew, you will see them. They be all sitting at the end of the tier, like they by the back of the party, all sitting down like on the back of the wall, and they all just kicking it, just, you know what I mean, just having a good time, or they'll eat together, you know what I mean. Then out of nowhere, goddamn, all you see was goddamn Cedric roommate leave one day. You know what I mean? Nigga roommate leave and shit. So goddamn, the nigga Cedric out of nowhere, man, this word, man, out of nowhere, man, like, I used to see him talk to this dude. That used to be, like, I don't know if he was in 2 building or 1 building, but we in 4 building. But I used to always see this dude on the yard that he's talking to. This dude that I'm talking about was a grown-ass man, and he probably was like in his 30s, but he looked dumb as hell in the face, too. No facial hairs, light-skinned dude, goddamn, looked dumb and green as a bitch at the age 30s. So he used to always be at the fence talking to him. So next thing you know, when Cedric roommate leave, we look up. They bringing a new dude in. I look, it's the dude, but I ain't paying no mind until he came all in the pot. I'm like, oh shit, that's dude. He going in the cell with Cedric. Just my word. So the dudes that he's in the junk with, you know what I mean? Got down the little young boys, they see it. Now the dude that's moving in, he don't look like no boy. He don't really look super gay, but like, he's super gay. I know he probably is, or he probably wants to be super gay. Either way, you moving in the cell with a damn predator. What the hell are you doing? That's what I wanted to do when he came in the pod. I wanted to warn him, y'all, but I couldn't. So boom, Dude in the cell with Cedric, man. The hell is he thinking? Now he's in the cell with the predator. Now the 3 dudes that roll with him, they seeing for firsthand what this man is. This man is the finesse king. This man is the predator. This man is somebody that's real sneaky and goddamn patient. That's who this man is. Now he done got somebody moved over there that he be talking to all the time. Now that dude's in the pod. Dude is not moving around like he in there getting his back blown out, paused by the predator. You know what I mean? He's moving around like they just regular friends. You know what I mean? But the blood niggas see it. We see it. I know the 3 Danville dudes see it, but they didn't care. So you will see this. I started seeing this, which was weird. You know what I mean? I started seeing this. When weed come in the pod, Cedric would come by the weed. After Cedric get the weed, they all will go in the room together. All of them. All of them will be in the room. Hours when they cut up, smoking. Staying at all the way to lockdown time down there. They be in the cell with the cut up smoking. All 5 of their ass. 4 of them. Cedric is roommate in the all 5 of their ass. That's who all be in there. All of them. So when they come out, they be regular when they come out. But I remember one time I was on the phone. One time, and they did outside rec, and I seen one of the young boys. My word, like he was in the cell with Cedric and the other dude. Now I don't know what they was doing at this time, but I'm on the phone. I'm in the chair. I got my back turned. So when you dial the number, you got to kind of turn around. And so when I turned around, my peripheral view was kind of towards the cell. So I'm like, and I look, I just seen the young boy, a little chubby one. He sliding out the cell. He come out the cell. I'm like, but it's nothing to see him come out the cell. He's always in Cedric's cell. But when I look up, I see the little light-skinned dude coming out next. The little light-skinned dude came out with a shower bag, went straight upstairs, and hopped in the shower. Hopped straight in the shower. The little young boy went to his cell, chilled for a minute, came back out, hopped in the damn shower. Now, you put 2 and 2 together, it equals what? 4, goddammit. That's what they was in there doing. They were adding and subtracting. Pause. That's what was going on in there. I didn't have proof, but I knew for a fact that's what was going on. So now I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, this nigga done got down. He done had the young boys in training. He done had these niggas in predator school. Like, they done forgave him for doing his crazy acts in the other prison. They still rocking with him, no matter what nobody say from their town or whatever the case. But he done turned these people into predators now. Like, they're trying to be a predator in their life somewhere. They're going to be a predator. Why? Because he's teaching them all the skills. This is why they hanging around with him. You're not hanging around to get your body right, your mind right. No, you're trying to become stronger predators, goddammit. And that shit was wild to me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit was wild when I seen a young boy doing that shit. So to put icing on the cake, I'm like, okay, I'm overreacting. Let me get back on the phone. I use the phone. Chill. I use the phone again. I'm not even worried about that stuff. On the phone. Outside rec coming back, doors opening up. Everybody coming. I'm like, oh shit, I turn around. Now I'm on point. I'm like, I look up. I see, goddamn. And then Cedric come back through the door like, hey, open my door. Open my door. See the goddamn little young chubby boy coming down the steps from the shower. He like, the door open, bro. I'm like, oh my God. Cedric look at him like, I'm like, oh shit, I dip immediately. I get off the phone, I go upstairs, I tell my roommate come back from outside, I'm like, yo, bro, guess what I just saw, bro? He like, what? I said, man, I just seen one of the little young boys from Danville sneaking out the cell with goddamn Cedric roommate. He was like, what? He was like, no, Cedric probably was in there, you know, they be smoking it. I said, no, Cedric was outside rec with y'all. He was like, he damn sure was. He was out there talking to another damn boy. I was like, for real, man? He was like, yeah, he was like, man, he did go outside. I said, bro, the little young boy slid. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? So I'm like, damn, it's their life. It's their life. It's their life. If that's what y'all want to have a sandwich pie, threesome, foursome with the predator, that's up to y'all, man. Like, all I know is he taught these dudes well, y'all. So boom. Next thing you know, the other 2 little young boys from Danville, they chilling. You know what I mean? They chilling. Goddamn. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on now? Like, I know they know the young boy sliding. Like, they know what's going on. They all hang together all day. Y'all treat Cedric like he's the all gang leader. That's what y'all do all damn day. It's my word. One day we in the junk, goddamn. I come back from outside. My roommate tell me. I come back, my roommate looking at me like, bro, I gotta holler at you, bro. I'm like, what? He was like, man, you won't believe what you just saw. I was like, who? He was like, man, me and Unc, man. Goddamn, he told me the old head that work on the night shift to always be with him. He was like, yo, you won't believe what we saw, bro. I'm like, man, what, man? I'm going up the steps. He's like, man, you gotta go in the cell. Goddamn. And he was like, hey, hey, come here, was like, he like, come here, man. Was like, yeah. He's like, hey, come here, man. Bring your ass up here, man. Come up the steps. Goddamn, we in the cell and shit. Goddamn, he like, yo. He was like, yo, this is my word. He said, man, goddamn, we was in the junk, man. He said, everybody went outside. He said, man, I'm in the junk, man. I got off the phone. He said, I'm sitting at the table with the old heads watching them play cards. He said, goddamn, all you hear is goddamn, that shit hurt. It hurts. Pause too on this, y'all. He like, it hurts. I'm like, man, what the hell you talking about? He was like, man, shit was crazy, bro. I was like, what you hit? Like, who was saying something hurts, bro? Like, what you talking about? He was like, man, I promise y'all, like, it just kept going, like, it hurts. Then Unc was like, man, shit, somebody was in there getting their back blown out. I was like, oh. I was like, y'all have no proof on that, man. I said, who? You talking about his roommate? He was like, nah, hell nah, the little young chubby one. I was like, what you mean? He was like, bro, this word. The nigga went out, the nigga was in the cell with him. He was like, his cellie went out. Cedric said he went outside. He said, man, that little young boy goddamn in the junk, bro. Went in there with Cedric, man. He said, man, I got Cedric goddamn took it from bro. He said, man, bro came out the junk, man. Before y'all came back from cell break, man, bro came out that junk, eyes watery as hell, man. Like he was crying. He said, you could tell when somebody crying. He said, when he slid out, he couldn't duck us. He said, we was right there at the table. He knew we had to hear it. He said, goddamn, that nigga came out the cell, went to his cell, stayed in that bitch, put the cut up. So when Rhett came back, we looked, the cut is down. You know what I mean? The cut is down. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo. I'm like, man, goddamn, Cedric violated dude, man. He like, yo, we had to, man. So we see the young boys from Danville, the other two young boys. They go over there, they go into his cell. They over there talking to him. I look up, goddamn, I see goddamn the nigga Cedric. That nigga goddamn going to get some ice. I just see him coming out with no shirt on, with some old ass steak boots on, walking like this. That nigga came out, that nigga walking like this. I don't know why he was walking like that, man. That nigga came walking like that. Nigga, everybody we looking. That nigga walking to the ice chest. He like, he filling his bag up. He grabbed the ice. He was like, he looked over at the Danville boys and just went straight to the cell. Nigga like, oh, I'm coming out with the pod. I don't know what's about to go on. The Danville boys come out. They like, oh shit. They like, damn, they talking to dude. You know what I mean? They just talking to dude. Look like it's a serious conversation. This dude in his door. He didn't even get his door popped when they came back from outside rec. This is my word. His roommate is outside the door trying to get in the damn door. It's the roommate and it's the two dudes from Danville. They standing right there. They trying to get the door open. The dude, the little young boy standing there like this in the window. And he just looked fucking like he's dead. He looked like his soul left his body. That's what he looks like, man. When somebody gets violated, you can see it in their face. You can see it in their eyeballs, man. But they don't let this man finesse them to be their leader, to be their OG, to be their person that's training them or whatever. But he was training you to be a predator. And he was lining you up to finesse you, man. For he can be a predator against y'all. That's what he's trying to do, man. Y'all think the predator gonna let other predators come take what's his? No. Yeah, he's training them to show them how he get down. But at the same time, he's still showing them who's boss. And that's why he violated dude. So the young dude, other dude from Danville, he was like, yo, man, no, that's fucked up, man. Hell no. He get loud as a bitch. He like, yo, that's fucked up, man. Man, that's, no, hell no. I nigga came down the steps fast and shit. He was like, that nigga came down the steps fast. That nigga was moving. That nigga came down. That nigga going straight to OG cell. That's when we get below further down on the steps. We like, oh, because I tell you that shit under us. We like, damn, we get down. Get a good look at this stuff. We looking. And they'll go to damn Cedric said. He was like, yo, man, why you do that, man? Why the hell you do that, Ced, man? And nigga Cedric, I promise y'all, Cedric said, shit. God damn it, he wanted it. What do you mean he wanted it? He said, man, I knew that shit wasn't right, man. When he told me you let him mess with your celly, man. That's when you should have done that shit, man. He said, man, look, if you mess with this Cedric was cold-blooded with it now. Like, he wasn't cutting, he wasn't biting his tongue paws about nothing. He said, if you do it to my celly, you gotta do it to me. I was like, oh. Y'all hear the things that you hear in prison? Y'all hear how dangerous prison is? This man is a psycho, man. This man had his little crew that he was training, man. Now he's turned on the damn crew. So dude like, man, what? Man, what the hell you mean, man? Why the hell you do that shit, man? Come on, man. You know he damn slightly dumb as a bitch. Why the hell you take advantage of him like that? Man, Cedric was like, look, fuck that shit, man. God damn it, we all a family, man. Fuck that shit, man. He know what it is, man. Shit, y'all know what it is. Dude was like, I don't know shit. He tried to swing on said, dump that shit. Grab that nigga, brought that nigga. Man, this is my word, man. I felt so bad for the young nigga. Because the young nigga was like, his intentions when he pulled up on said in his door. But by his cell though. But when the young boy pull up on him, like you can tell like he in aggressive mode, like he gonna swing any moment. Cause that's how mad he was that he knew that one of his main friends has just been violated by the damn predator, man. He's just been violated by the predator. This is my word. The man was standing there and he was snapping out on goddamn Cedric. And that nigga said, man, fuck it. And he swung some shit. And he swung that shit, but I swear to God, that nigga predator goddamn training really came into part. That nigga said, He grabbed that nigga. The dude was like, tried to grab the door. He was like, All you see was that nigga hand just snatched. And he was in that bitch. Goddamn, he went back to the door. He closed that bitch shut. Goddamn, next thing you know, you just said, nigga, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Nigga, you gonna listen to me? Nigga, I'm running the fucking show, nigga. Niggas in the pod like, damn. I look up at the dude's cell. He violated the dude in the cell like this. He's still standing on his door. He looking like, damn, this is all my fault. Man, this homeboy and that bitch getting drugged. This my word. That nigga Cedric beating his ass. He beating his ass. He beating the shit out of him. The goddamn other dude come to the door. He just looking at it first. He like, man, come on, man. OG, come on, OG. Come on, man. Come on. He's a CO. CO. Lady said, soon as I promise y'all, this man is the real fucking predator, man. As soon as the door said, all you seen was this. And he was snatching that young nigga in the damn cell. Man, he snatched that young nigga in the cell. He grabbed that nigga, boom! He slammed him on the bed, and he got on top of that nigga with his knee. And we all at the door looking like, oh shit! And he got this nigga, he like, motherfucker, what the fuck wrong with y'all? The other dude tried to get up and grab me, like, nigga, fuck, he grabbed that nigga. Sit your ass there. Nigga, fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all motherfuckers gonna listen to me. What the fuck is wrong with y'all young motherfuckers? The hell is, nigga ain't telling y'all about me, how I get down on the street, motherfucker. He talking greasy, I'm like, man, this man turned into a demon within 24 hours. I knew he was a predator, but a predator mixed with a demon? Man, this man went crazy in the pod. He snapped. He get at both of the young boys. He got down finished. That nigga said, the first young boy that got down that was in there getting his ass whipped at first, he's still on the fucking ground. He grabbed the other young boy, walked him out of the cell like this. When he got to the threshold of the cell, he said, kicked him in his ass and pushed him. He was like, nigga, the fuck out my cell. Fuck wrong with y'all. He came out, he looked up, seen the young nigga, he was like, get down here now. Get your ass down here right now, yo. Right now, I ain't gonna say it again. I'm not gonna fucking say it again. The dude was in the door, he was like, he went back in his cell. He seen the nigga lay on the floor. He was like, man, get your ass up. He kicked him. He ain't kick him hard. He was like, man, get your ass up. Get your ass up. Get your ass up right now. Get the fuck up. Get out of that motherfucking cell. Dude was like, and they stumbled out the cell. I look up. I hear a door going. I said, I looked. The young boy coming down the tier. He like, that nigga looking like it's his last fucking walk. That nigga like this. He like, he looking at everybody looking at him. The whole pod's looking at him. He like, going down the steps like this. He was walking like, damn, I hope these steps never end. But they're going to end. There ain't number like 20 of them. He like, he came around the steps. He like, what's up, OG? He was like, man, get your ass in here. He grabbed that nigga, boom, threw that nigga in the cell. Next thing you know, the cut go up. I'm like, oh, shit. That shit quiet in that bitch. That shit was fucking quiet. Goddamn. Oh, the nigga Cedric, his son is standing right by the door. Like, he holding him down. The light-skinned dude, he just standing there watching all the festivities. He like, I'm like, this shit is sick, man. I'm never coming back to prison, man. I promise y'all, at that moment, I told myself that a lot of times. But that was one of the moments. Because to witness somebody embrace youngins, then not like he training them, then he trying to turn them into predators, then he feasted on them. Man, I told myself I wasn't coming back to prison, man. The cut stay up for a minute. The cut stay open for a minute, man. That's my word. The cut stay open for a minute. Goddamn. The cut come down. Young boy, get out. Young boy went to the cell. Went to the shower. Young boy in the shower. Young boy get out the shower. Go back in the cell. Goddamn, he look. Seen Cedric, goddamn. He go and check on the other young niggas. They in the cell. Them niggas done. They in the fucking cell. He go to the door. He talking to one nigga. You can't really hear what you can't really see or nothing like that. You can hear him slightly. He like, hey, look, come on, man. Like, shit, nigga, I done fucked my brother before. Nigga, we go through shit. We go through shit to stay out my business. Just stay out my motherfucking business, nigga. Like, this what I do. This is what I do right here. Like I said, they ain't tell y'all about me on the street. I'm older than y'all niggas, man. Like, I got good intentions, but I got fucked up ones too. Like, he talking to him like that. I'm like, fuck. So he go in, you know what I mean? Young boy going to cell. Goddamn, I'm like, damn. This is my word. They get away with that shit. Man, they get away with that shit, man. They get away with that shit. This is my word. They get away with that shit, man. Next thing you know, I say 2 days later, the other 2 dudes that got their ass whooped, they not hanging around goddamn Cedric no more. The young boy that went to the sergeant, I'm thinking when he went to, I seen him talk to the sergeant at lunch. I'm thinking he's gonna snitch right then and there. He go to the sergeant and tell the sergeant that he trying to switch cells with OG roommate and move in the cell with Cedric. I was like, that shit was crazy. I couldn't believe it until sergeant came in the bar. I was like, hey, back up, you moving down here. All right, you come down here. You going up there. This is my word. Cedric kicked the light-skinned dude out, went in the old young boy cell. The young boy moved in the cell with Cedric. Man, every night, man, Cedric was I was about to say the R word. Every night, Cedric was violating this man because the young boy was done. He wasn't even talking to his friends no more. He couldn't talk to his friends no more. He couldn't even face them. All he would do is go to child sometimes and go to the shower. That's all he did, man. Like, OG was like, Cedric was the worst, man. Like, he was the worst, man. Like, he straight ruined that man's life. You know what I mean? Dude feeling like he's scared. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what it was. Maybe he wanted it. I don't know. All I know is he didn't look happy. He didn't look happy about being violated, y'all. He didn't. So, boom. Goddamn. There was nothing else to be done, man. The young boys feel like their bond was broken up. Said came in there and broke their bond up. Well, they let him come in there and break their bond up. Everything is destroyed now. The little young boy they used to be with, he's in the cell with the predator now. There's nothing for them to do. I seen how the young boys look. The other 2 little skinny little young boys, they just looked like they was, like they had nothing else to lose. They probably was like, man, I think they told themselves like, man, we just got to get out of here. Because I can remember one time, man, them niggas went to child and they didn't come back. They didn't come back from child. We come back from child. Everything normal. Everybody moving around. I'm over here by the phone, getting ice, all type of shit going on. We just come back from dinner. Next thing you know, CO coming to the park. Lock down, lock down. Y'all lock them down. We look over at the other part. We like, what we locking down for? They're like, y'all gotta lock down right now. Next thing you know, sergeant coming in. Lock down. Y'all lock down right now. They lock our ass down. Goddamn, we in the cell. I'm out the door. I'm looking out the door. Goddamn. Next thing you know, you see the predator coming out. He like this. He still got that dumb ass walk with the handcuffs. He like this. Somebody say, yo, Sad, where you going, Sad? He was like, I ain't going nowhere I ain't never been. And the predator left. About 10 minutes later, the investigators came in that joint. The investigators get the young boy. They at the table talking to him. We all along. We witnessing this shit. They at the table talking to that nigga. You know what I mean? They talking to him. Like, damn, young boy talking. They told him pack his shit up. They took the young boy, man. Long story short, the other dudes from Danville, they told. They went to the hole and told on goddamn Said, man, that Said beat him up and Said violated their friend, man. Now, did the dude tell the truth? The young boy, I don't know. I never knew that information, but they all of them went to the hole. All of them went to the hole, regardless of what reason they all went to the hole, man. But I was just so happy that the predator was gone, y'all. When I see that man walking out with the handcuffs, y'all know what time it is. I did a Tiger Woods in the damn room. The hell is wrong with you, predator? Get the hell out of here, man. And the predator was gone, man. But that was crazy experiencing how he did all that to them young boys. That was crazy. Y'all see, man, like the predators are tricky, man. That's just what they do, man. You can't stop them from when they trying to finesse. That's just how it is in prison. The way to stop them is not come to prison. That's how you stop a predator, man. You ain't gotta worry about them. You just hear about them in stories, y'all. That's it. But them niggas was out of there, and that's the end of the damn story. Y'all already know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for watching as usual, man. And I definitely need y'all to stay out the way out here, man. But we can enjoy the free air, man. Enjoy the beautiful weather, y'all. Like, come on, man. Stuff can be way worse than, like, you know what I mean? In jail, like, y'all, jail is the worst. Like, stuff is not worse off that you have to risk yourself to go to that place. It's not worth it, man. Like, I don't care what you're doing. Don't ever look at what you're doing like it's not better than what you could be doing if you was in jail. I'm telling you, man, just remember that all the time. You could be someone sweeping floors, buffing, working construction. I don't care what you're doing. Dudes in penitentiary working for 10 cents. Your life is better. Everything is better when you out here. When you in there, it's done. Take my word on that, man. Stay our ass out the way, man. That's it, man. But it's the Tuesday banger, y'all. Let's start the week off right. Y'all already know what to do with this one here. Like, share, subscribe to the show. Let's get it. Let's go. But I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe, man. Stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.